Come on. Hey! Come on! Hey! Hey! Come on! Come on! Whoa! William!
Michael, how are you?
I could be better. I'm plowing my fields right now and it's hard work. Hey!
You're plowing your field.
Yes.
You know, at Foundations for Farming, we developed this way that we call climate smart farming.
Climate chi?
Climate smart farming.
What's that?
Where you don't have to plow your field.
You don't have to plow. Iwe, do you remember last season when I had a very bad harvest? And this year looks the same.
Can you come around? Then we'll show you.
William, look, I can't come. I'm very busy right now.
Mike, if you come, this will give you better yields.
Better yield.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
All right, I'm coming.
Please come, Mike.
Right, bye.
Bye.
Better not be wasting my time. William.
Michael. I'm glad you came.
Thank you. I had to come.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, I had to come and see what you're doing.
Let me show you around.
Yes. Ew. This is terrible, man. It's even worse than my fields. And what's all this rubbish here?
So that's your mulch.
Gee.
Mulch, protecting your soil. You know, due to deforestation, plowing and burning, our soils are becoming poorer and poorer in Zimbabwe. So it's very important to put a mulch cover over your soil. And due to climate change, your soils are going to get worse and worse in the coming seasons.
So you said plowing is bad for the soil. Why is it bad?
Plowing is bad to your soil because it encourages soil erosion in your field, but also it creates a hard pan in your soil that the roots cannot go deeper into your soil profile, and the water will struggle to infiltrate into your soil. That's why we're saying that you must put a mulch cover over your soil.
Mulch. This is mulch.
Your dead plant material, that's your mulch. Let's go to the laboratory. I'll show you something about plowing.
All right.
Okay.
So this is your laboratory, eh?
This is our laboratory. You can just look around. This is where we do all those experiments that I've been talking to you about.
Yeah. Technology.
Let me show you something.
Plowing can lead to many problems like compaction when the soil becomes very hard. Hard soil cannot hold the water when it rains, and so the rain cannot get deep into it. By plowing and interfering with the natural soil structure, we also stress our plants, making them weaker and more likely to get sick. Plowing contributes to massive amounts of erosion every year. Erosion wastes both soil and water. We would now like to show you that one of the primary factors influencing why we plow is in fact untrue. The belief is that if we loosen the soil, it will allow for better water infiltration. We've created two funnels. One contains fine soil, as would be seen in a plowed field or a seedbed situation. The second contains soil which has been disturbed as little as possible after being dug from a virgin area of undisturbed soil. When we pour equal volumes of water onto these two funnels, it is very evident that the fine, disturbed soil does not allow for water infiltration. While in the undisturbed soil, there is very rapid infiltration. The reason why the water does not infiltrate is that the soil structure has been broken down into very fine particles. These particles actually form an impervious layer preventing water penetration, and upon drying, create a very hard, compact layer known as capping. A very visual experiment which can be conducted to show the importance of not disturbing the soil structure through ploughing is the clod demonstration. Here we take two clods of similar soil type, one from a ploughed field and the second from an undisturbed area. Visually, the clods are very different. It can be noticed that the clod from the ploughed area is definitely harder and has fewer pore spaces. When these two clods are placed into a jar of water, it is a general expectation that the harder clod will be more resilient to the water. Amazingly though, as you can see, it is quite the opposite, with the softer, easily broken clod being totally unaffected by contact with water. Thus, as we disturb soil through conventional farming practices, we are actually destroying the natural ability for soil to withstand erosion. Ploughing is not only bad for the soil structure, it also affects the crop's growth. Here we see the difference between unploughed land and ploughed land. Unploughed soil has lots of nutrients. Roots do not need to grow deep underground to find water. The crop can grow above the ground as its water needs are met. When roots rot, they leave air gaps that can hold water. Small organisms are able to coexist in perfect balance in the soil. In ploughed fields, the roots grow too large as they search for water and nutrients, and there is more crop under the ground than on top. Good organisms in the soil are killed as the ploughing destroys the structure of the soil. When it rains, water penetrates unploughed soil easily and replenishes the water table. But with ploughed land, the water does not penetrate easily and instead causes erosion.